This is the newly refreshed DS7, formerly known as the DS7 Crossback, an SUV from French carmaker DS, a luxury offshoot from Citroën. The changes versus the older model aren't drastic, though the styling has seen a rework, particularly at the front, with a bigger grille and new headlights. The rear has been tweaked too, with a redesigned tailgate and the removal of the old crossback lettering. Inside, the biggest change is a whole new infotainment interface, while there's now the option of a range-topping 360 horsepower plug-in hybrid model. With its plush and well-appointed interior, the DS7 competes in a crowded and cutthroat part of the market, the small to medium luxury crossover segment. In size terms, the DS7 compares with cars such as the Audi Q5, but with a starting price of €47,990 for the outgoing version and probably a bit higher for the updated model, its rivals are smaller offerings such as the Audi Q3, BMW X1, Mercedes-Benz GLA and Volvo XC40. The whole infotainment interface is new with a 12-inch central touchscreen, while in front of the driver sits a new 12-inch instrument display. Other tech features include adaptive cruise control, DS Night Vision, which is a system that uses an infrared camera to scan the road ahead for cyclists, pedestrians and animals at night, and active scan suspension, which uses cameras to detect imperfections in the road, adjusting the damping accordingly for a smoother ride. Because of the design and the way the LEDs in the new headlights are arranged, the high beam is now extended by up to 380 meters at night. The engine lineup starts with a 1.5 litre diesel, sending 130 horsepower to the front wheels through an 8-speed automatic transmission. There isn't a manual gearbox anywhere in the lineup on account of the rest of the range being made up of plug-in hybrids. A new 14.4 kWh battery in those hybrids gives 65 kilometers of electric driving in the WLTP test cycle and up to 81 kilometers on the urban cycle. And charging time is around 2 hours on a 7.4 kilowatt charger. The base model hybrid is the E-Tense 225 with its 1.6 litre petrol engine and electric motor developing 225 horsepower. Next up is the E-Tense 4x4 300 using the same powertrain as the 225 but with the addition of a second electric motor to produce 300 horsepower and give all-wheel drive. At the top of the tree is the E-Tense 4x4 360 that uses a more powerful 200 horsepower petrol engine, develops 360 horsepower and can sprint from 0 to 100 km per hour in 5.6 seconds. Refined, comfortable and well finished though the DS7 may be, so far it's struggled to make much headway in a market space dominated by its German rivals, whose driving dynamics tend to be sharper and whose brands are far better recognised than that of the relative newcomer DS. Despite the updated DS7's fresh new looks and choice of plug-in hybrid powertrains, it's hard to see it making a huge impact in the market when it arrives towards the end of this year or in early 2023.